Thank you. This past July, Maria Mesko graduated from Interior Design Institute in Newport Beach, where she had several award-winning projects. She has been a student of the American Society of Interior Designers since 2007. Her passion for design goes back to her childhood, where much time was spent growing her up around the family antique business. What she likes most about a designer is that it gives her the opportunity to improve the quality of other people's lives. Today, in her speech titled Interior Design and Color, she will discuss the psychological and compositional effects of color and its relationships to interior design. Let's give Maria a warm hand.
Yay.
Over here.
Remember to look at me every now and then.
Okay, of all the elements of interior design, color is probably one of the most important. Color affects us emotionally, psychologically, physiologically, and it also influences our spatial perceptions. So changing the color scheme of a space is possibly the easiest and most affordable way to improve upon a space. At the same time, unsatisfactory color selection is probably the most common source of failure in interior design. So there are many factors to take into consideration when developing a color scheme, and I don't have time to go over all of them today, but I'm going to go over a few key points that can often go overlooked. First, color can enhance or offset environmental factors of climate or orientation. It is generally agreed that warm colors, such as the reds, the browns, the oranges, the yellows, convey a sensation of warmth, both physical and emotional. So if you are in a cold climate and have a space with a northern orientation that receives little or no direct sunlight, it's a good idea to use warmer colors in that space, while cooler colors, which convey a sense of coolness, both physically and in other ways, are best suited for hot and sunny locations. So another factor that is should be considered when choosing colors for spaces are spatial implications. Color itself can create some surprising spatial effects. While warm colors will advance and appear closer than they actually are, cool colors will recede and appear farther away than they actually are. So this can be used to an advantage in interior design. A small space can be made to appear larger, and an oddly proportioned space can be made to appear more regular. This can be done, say, if you have a long, narrow room that's overly long and narrow, by painting the two end walls a deeper, warm color, they will seem to come in closer. And if you paint the two side walls, say, a lighter, cooler color, they will seem to spread farther apart, making the room feel a little more regular shapes. So next, I will touch on the sort of psychological and emotional impact color can have on us. Take yellow, for example. That is the fastest color you see, and it's also the first color that a baby can see. So because of this, any sort of a large expanse of a really saturated yellow can actually be a mental irritant, and in the very young and old, it can cause anxiety. So it's never a good idea to paint a baby's room a bright, bold yellow, because it's going to really irritate babies.
That explains it. Good, black was the right choice then.
Well, on the other hand, it's been proven a real this real pretty, I wish I had a sample, a shade of soft pink. It has a real calming effect. Actually, there's been tests done with children and anger, and it's helped to calm angry children in preschools and stuff.
Wow.
Like that. As a general rule of thumb, warm colors such as reds, oranges, and yellows stimulate activity and are good for spaces of activity, while cool colors are more ideal for areas where you need to concentrate or relax. Also, the cool colors tend to be regarded as a little more formal, and the warm colors a little more casual. So that's important to take into consideration when selecting color, the sort of mood that you want to create. Lastly, I'll talk about lighting. When you're actually selecting colors, say if you're at the store and you're matching up a paint chip with maybe the bedspread fabric, maybe it's under fluorescent lighting in the store and it may look like it matches well, but then when you get home, if you have a different sort of lighting in your bedroom, say incandescent lighting, the two colors can appear differently and actually not match up. So you want to make sure when you're matching the colors that it's done under the same light that will be used in the final built environment. So,
That's so cute. Susie, you're so darling.
okay, in conclusion, when developing a color scheme, there are many factors that should be considered, many more that I don't have time to all discuss today. So oftentimes it can be a good idea to hire a designer for a color consultation. One reason would be it will save you time. Also, a designer can help you to visualize the proposed outcome of a color scheme through renderings and color charts, and can also have, has a greater understanding of how different colors are going to also react with each other. So, before if you're planning on investing maybe a lot of money in getting new flooring and new furniture, it may actually save you money to consult with an interior designer, so you have a better idea of what to expect, how all the colors are going to affect each other. And so just, a few key points to remember when selecting color is the sort of mood you want to create, any spatial implications that need to be addressed, and the factors of climate and orientation.
Thank you, Maria. Wow, that was only just, those of you who are guessing, only her second speech, really nice. Yes. Now, if you want to just take a moment to evaluate Maria's speech. Okay, thank you for doing that. Next, I will be introducing the evaluator for our next speaker. So the